Welcome into another video. We're going to be playing yet another little game here. It's called buy or sell. I've got 5 players here that you can target here or get rid of in Dynasty football to help make you the best decision. First guy we're talking about here is David Njoku, the tight end, 27 years old. I think he is going to be a buy for sure. Guys, he showed out last year with Joe Flacco under center. Now he's going to have Deshaun Watson. You know, he showed what he could do with a legit quarterback under center in Flacco. Now, as long as Deshaun Watson can come back and be a legit quarterback as well, I think David Njoku can continue to flourish. Even though his value is a little bit high here, I think his value is only going to get higher. He's a young tight end, a younger type of tight end that you can get, I think, at a decent rate here, right, as of right now. And I think his future is very, very bright. Let's talk about, you know, if Deshaun Watson can start super targeting this guy. He's an absolute monster. Talk about 7.5 yards after the catch, was #1 among all tight ends in the NFL. It's just David Njoku has shown he can be a beast for your fantasy team. He was a nice steal for everybody last season. He won't be a steal this season because everybody knows what Njoku can finally do. David Njoku is a buy for me. The next buy I'm going to talk about here is Stefon Diggs. Definitely a buy for me, guys. He can still be a dominant wide receiver in the NFL, and his value is at an all-time low. He may be 30 years old, but you're not going to be selling to Stefon Diggs for top dollar right now based on the season that he had. He was only kind of like an afterthought with Josh Allen. Didn't really know what he was going to be putting into you week in and week out, but you had to start him because of Stefon Diggs. What are you going to do, bench Stefon Diggs? No, he is a stud, and you always start your studs. I think you need to go out there. You can buy Stefon Diggs for a pretty low price. I think you can get him for an absolute steal. I think he'd be wondrous this season. I think he's going to get back to doing that #1 wide receiver things that we're used to seeing from Stefon Diggs. I think Josh Allen's going to get on target with this guy, and they're going to have a phenomenal 2024 season. Next guy we're talking about here is DK Metcalf, and he's going to be a sell for me. DK Metcalf, 26 years old. He's going to be having a new head coach. Pete Carroll is no longer there, and there is a crowded wide receiver room there. I think JSN ends up being the #1 guy as far as targets go on this offense. He's going to develop and being the main man here, and I think it could be as early as next season. Yes, DK Metcalf's got that big body wide receiver type of role, but I think more targets are going to end up being filtered to JSN. They didn't draft that wide receiver for just him to be in a slot role the whole time. He's going to eventually take over for Lockett, and I think he's going to take over as the majority of the targets in 2024. Guys, sell DK Metcalf while you can right now. You don't know what the offensive scheme is going to be with the new head coach coming into Seattle. We don't know what to expect, and right now I think DK Metcalf has a solid enough type of value to where you can get something good back for DK Metcalf. The next guy we're talking about here is going to be George Pickens, and he is a buy for me. 22-year-old wide receiver. He played for an absolute garbage of a quarterback all season long, and he's destined to have a new quarterback this season. 18.1 yards per reception, which led the NFL. He is an explosive wide receiver, and he completely can win a game for you single-handedly. He can break the top off of a defense and make some spectacular catches to change the tides of fantasy football. This is somebody you want to go out there and you want to grab, because as soon as they get a relevant quarterback in a situation, could it be Kirk Cousins? Could it be even a Justin Fields? You see some DJ Moore type numbers out of George Pickens if Fields goes there. Even rumored to maybe even have Russell Wilson, right? If you Wilson in there with Mike Tomlin, maybe have some Cortland Sutton type of numbers with George Pickens. I think it would be pretty nice for Pickens. Either way it goes, you're going to have something better than any other quarterback. Mitch Trubisky, they've already cut him. You've got Penny Pickett. He's just not the answer right now. Mason Rudolph says he wants a different start. I think it's going to have to be George Pickens. Is definitely a buy for me in 2024. And the last guy we're going over here is going to be Drake London. He's 22 years old, and he's going to have a new quarterback for the Falcons, right? It's not going to be Desmond Ridder. I call him Desmond Shitter, but that's just me, right? It's just me. Desmond Ridder, he's gone. They're going to have a new quarterback in here. Could it be a Justin Fields? Could it be a Kirk Cousins? Could it be Russell Wilson or somebody else? Maybe even Ryan Tannehill that was rumored there as well. There's a lot of rumors going around, and any of those will be better for Drake London. This Atlanta Falcons offense is way too talented with Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson also in the mix, but you're looking at an easy 1,000-yard wide receiver in Drake London. He is easily a buy for me. Guys, that's all my buy and sells for today. That's 5 guys you guys need to be either stepping onto or just getting rid of. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about these picks? Would you buy or would you sell some of these guys? Is it anything different than what I'm talking about? Guys, hit the subscribe button. Really close to 800 subscribers here. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.